4 guns in each wing. Each one of those is a 50 caliber. I have extra ammunition. I've gone for 600 litres of fuel. I've gone for extra ammo. Normally you get 2,000. Now you get 3.5. That's a heck of a lot of ammo. 150 fuel, that's important, and a Bendix for direction finding. So we're all gunned up, we're all fueled up, and the convergence I've set to 600 meters. You can set it out to 1,000, you can lower it down to 100 kind of thing, but yeah, I'm going to put it at 600 for, I don't know why. We'll just try that. And we're going to take off in about a minute's time. But first, I'm going to grab a refill of my cup of coffee. Stay tuned. Thank you. Alright, I'm back. I apologise for the delay. I have my coffee. Let's rock and roll. Right, track IR is working exceptionally well. It's always good to check that. I have to wear a beanie on my head to stop my headset falling off. I'm going to have to do something about that because the beanie stops you from hearing what's going on. I better get moving as well or else I'll get kicked. Someone was saying that you can link the turbocharger to the throttle, and they reckon the turbocharger should never be advanced more than the throttle. And I think it was with I, like, whoops, shit, sorry guys. I think it was with control I, left control I or something. Let's try again. Maybe not an ace in a flight on this flight. The odds are good, 15 versus 22. Oh, there goes the gear. Let's let's start again. Did World War II planes have a squat switch for the gear? Because you can just press G when you're on the ground and you can lower the gear. With all of their advancements in technology, did they not figure out a squat switch? Betcha they did. At least some of them have to have a squat switch. Saying out I, it links your turbo and your throttle. Let me try that. Throttle turbo levers interconnecting. That sounds good. Let's see if it works. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. We'll try that. Why am I not hearing the engine? Alright, I've got power, but why am I not hearing the engine? Hang on. It is peculiar. Alright, I can't hear the engine. %8% should be good. What about the guns? Yeah, I can hear the guns plenty good, just the engine's not there. Oh well. Right, I just tried to fix up the sound. Yeah, there's still no engine noise, but I can hear the guns. You guys can hear the engine, but I certainly can't. Anyways, I'm going to proceed. Probably just going to go north. I think there's about 2 hours on this map. So I'm flying now in the post-update visibility aircraft spotting improvement, and I need to go north. And I'm also flying not at 1440p but at 1080p for the first time, so I'm going to check that out. There is my engine noise. I can't hear anything. What the heck, man? Bridges there. Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bridges. How many bridges do you want? Huh. G'day there, Tojan VT. Good morning. Or here, good afternoon. There's something there. I'm wounded. Perhaps I should head over there. Why not? I'm wounded, so that's one of my guys that got shot, and it corresponds to that smoke. It's not necessarily the same event, but it probably is. That means that the one that's on fire there is one of mine. That means there's an enemy over there I can kill, so that's what I can infer from that. Pretty far away though. Your local air museum has a Bf109 G6. They are small planes. Yeah, my air museum at the national, what's it called? We've got a National War Memorial, and it has a 109 in it. I think it's a G6, actually. And they've elevated it so hey, there's a plane there. It's stuck on cables suspended from the ceiling or something. And yeah, it doesn't look very big. It's kind of small and compact and sleek. Mind you, they make it hard to see it because it's kind of in the dark. They keep it in the dark. They've got a 262, an ME 163, and a Bf109. I think it's a G6, and they're all of them in the dark. They have like maybe one spotlight far away shining on it, and other than that, it's in darkness. So it is kind of hard to figure out what you're looking at. I have a video on that on my channel somewhere, which was pretty good. I went to that museum and I looked all through the aviation and the World War II stuff. It was pretty cool. Hey, that plane just disappeared. That was a Mustang anyway, but he just disappeared. For real. Whoa, shit! It's crashed. It crashed. I guess maybe he wasn't the only one that disappeared. Maybe everyone got kicked. I am flying at a time that I don't usually fly, so the reliability of local internet might be less at this point in time. Not having much luck so far. I'm going to try once more. If it kicks me again, I'll go Wings of Liberty. Same colour scheme as before. Extra ammo, 150 fuel, Bendix direction find. Let's go. And 600 meters. The fuel. Bloody hell! Don't want to forget that. You wanted it 600 liters, I say today. And guns to 600. So you get quite a bit of convergence, but not too much. I'm just going to shut the... Normally I keep it open 20%. I'm just going to shut the cowl flap this time completely. I don't think I'm going to over... Apparently I have a high ping. I think I'm going to get kicked because of that high... I can hear the engine though, that's improved. What about with the canopy? Yeah, I can hear the engine, so that's problem solved. High ping, that's not good. Being kicked for high ping. Damn, son. Alright, that's actually mildly interesting, because now I'm going to go to Wings of Liberty and see if I get the same issue there. Probably not. We'll see. SE5As, very crude airframes. Hate to think I was flying one. My impression with World War I planes is that by the end of World War I, the just I guess through some engineering and also through a lot of experience and trial and error, they'd managed to refine the planes to get them. They looked pretty crazy, but they'd managed to refine them to get them incredibly functional. But at the beginning of World War I, you sort of had 1913 tech, like planes like the Taube, which means dove in French, and things like that, sort of similar to the Blériot monoplane that crossed the English Channel. I think that was in 1909, and the Wright brothers in 1903. Planes weren't really designed for high G-forces and high dive speeds and things like that. But towards the end of the war, they started to get pretty strong and pretty rugged. And I think planes like the SE5 and the Camel were actually pretty good in that respect. Although they look pretty sort of hobbled together, but yeah, I think they were actually, they don't look like engineering marvels necessarily, like a, I don't know, like an SR-71 Blackbird or something, but really at that stage of the war, like the engineers had really figured out a lot of stuff with them. What have I got here? What's the temperature? -5, November. I think it's not going to be snowing. Four. Okay. What do I want the guns to? I'm not familiar with that particular. What is a BE2? World War One, World War Two? Interested to see how the spotting goes. Had so many technical details to overcome, like getting kicked for high ping. Which way should I take off? Probably that way? No, each way looks terrible. Maybe straight ahead. I'll risk it and I'll go that way. Either, I don't know, this is dodgy. That was mega dodgy, but I'm airborne. Alright. You know, the World War One flying game, Rise of Flight, that came before Flying Circus. I checked it about a week ago. All its planes are still available to purchase. It's collector planes, and they're all mega cheap. They're about $1.50 each, and there's kind of every plane under the sun there. There's like a huge selection of World War One planes there. I have most of them, but if I wanted to go back and get some more, it'd probably cost me $10 to get, you know, like 7 planes or something. Pretty crazy. With the 109, what I'm going to start doing to try and improve my performance is I'm going to start putting in back trim when I get into a dogfight situation. When I'm just cruising along like this, the nose wants to rise even with 82 trim. If I reduce it down to about, mind you, I'm at combat power, there's 88%. So for cruising along, this is fine. But in a dogfight, I think the plane gets a bit nose heavy sometimes and you want to lift the nose. So having that trim there means you don't have to have constant back pressure. Obviously I'm looking for any targets. I really just want to check out the spotting at 1080 with the new visibility setting. People are mucking around with the NVIDIA control panel settings and stuff, and I don't know. I did do that once and then I just left it because it just seemed too, I don't know, too subtle to figure out. You know, do you want your antioscopic, I can see a plane, do you want your antioscopic filtering to be 0.2 or 0.3 or 0.6? I don't freaking know. It's too crazy. It seems to work, so that's the main thing. But there's always that question in your back of your, whoa, in the back of your mind, if I adjusted things, would it get easier to spot? That's a 109. Well, I spotted him plenty good, and he came out of nowhere. Now he's gone. No, there he is. So I can kind of see him pretty good. Don't shoot me down. Good. Go over to the enemy's position a bit more. I'm rocketing along at the top of combat power. I think I get 20 minutes at this power. Whoa, is that my friend or? Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? Yeah, I think so. Inline engine with the exhaust over the top of the wing. I think I know the one that you're talking about. It's got a massive exhaust that sticks vertically upwards, and it's like a two-seater. That one you can buy it on. There's a plane. You can buy that one on Rise of Flight. In fact, you've kind of inspired me. I'm going to go and check it out, and I'll buy it and I'll fly it. So assuming it's still available for sale, it's literally like $2 or $1 or something. That plane is now gone. Where is it? Oh, this is bad. I saw something and I turned onto it. Now I can't see it. There it is. I see it. Right there. Right there. Alright, that's good. He's faint, but he's flickering. I can see him. And if I'm staying zoomed out like this, I can still see him. And I've got a big field of view as well. Come on. I assume we're getting closer. He seems to be going away from me at a very fast pace. Where am I? Is this an airfield? I can't wait till they fully integrate tanks into these servers in a proper way. I think this guy's at full power, kind of just like me, and he's going in this direction. This could be futile. He could even be heading back to base or something. We're about to go between the two trains though. Someone else might show up. This is why I'm at kind of full power, so I can cover a lot of distance. It's fast. I'm probably chasing another 109. He's not really getting any closer. He looks to be descending. What's he doing? I don't know. He's gone down onto the deck. I think he's following the train line towards my train. That's why he's beneath the pine trees. He's found the train line and he's zooming along it. He might zoom up again. Alright, let's do this. He's going to show up again about over here, I would say. Flare. It's saying that there's enemies here. This is my train. Flare, flare. I see some. That's miles away. Well, maybe he's on my 6, he's vanished. The train looks to not have been attacked at all. That was pretty anticlimactic. Bit of a letdown. Oh well, there's the enemy's train there. There's only a few players on here just now. 5 versus 8, but you know the interesting thing? I'm not being kicked for a high ping. From my perspective, that's one of the reasons why Wings of Liberty is one of the best servers. At a base level, it's reliable. Which is kind of, reliability is a prerequisite for a server to be good. It's got to be reliable and it's got to have a good map. That's about it. Alright, enough with that power, let's just keep the engine continuous. So the other thing I want to test out is, can I see things beneath me from high altitude? So I'm going to just keep climbing. My train. Tanker. Might go north. So the other day I got into a tango with some Spitfires, with 3 of them, when I was flying a Bf109 G-14, and to escape I decided to climb at full power, and I was surprised to see Spitfire Mark 9s. I was surprised to see that one of them was on my tail and it was able for the most part to keep up with me, particularly as the altitude got higher, and it was able to get close enough to shoot at me and damage my plane, and then I dived and went back to my airfield and continued the battle on the deck. But the interesting thing is, normally Spitfire 9s can't keep up with you, and I was wondering why is that, and then I realized what I need to do if I'm going to fly on a server that has Spitfires on it, and I'm going to fly like a Bf109. One thing I want to know before I start is I want to know, do the Spitfires have access to 150 octane fuel? Because if Spitfires have the option for 150 octane fuel, that changes everything about how I'm going to combat them. If they don't have 150, I can just outclimb them. If they do, they can climb with you. It's that kind of thing. A Spitfire 9 without 150 fuel versus a G14 or a K4 is a sitting duck. K4, G14 just climb at full power. Spitfire won't be able to keep up with you, and then you can drop down on him and shoot him. It's that simple. But if he's got that 150 fuel, he can keep up, so it changes everything. Where are the enemies? I want to shoot them before I run out of fuel. Out of draw distance, some of them, which is a bit crazy. Our ship's under attack. Hello everyone in the chat. Is this IL-2 Sternvik? Yeah, it is. What game is it? Yep, it's IL-2 Great Battles. Voila! Climbing hard. No. They've all been hit somewhat. I'm just going to drift away from here a bit and then come back. enemy ships, they're going to start shooting at me pretty soon, but I'm so high up. Altitude 4,700 meters. So this plane is about where we are now. There's some flak from the ships shooting at me. I don't know that I want to go this high above the clouds. I can't see anything. Everything's so much smoother now that I have my new joystick. It's really good. Smooth flying. Come on, enemies, where you at? Yeah, I missed my live stream yesterday, and I also missed my live stream this morning. My apologies. It's always my intention to do my live stream, but then sometimes it's not possible. So when I say see you tomorrow, that's my intention. It's always aspirational. So I'm not used to flying at this time. Usually I never fly at this time. Not too many players around. It's still viable. I can see my trucks down there. Right there. And I'm there. Does the map show me which area is under attack? Let's have a look. By the way, my side's losing. We got 4 targets to defend, and the enemy's got about double that left. Well, I think and 16 destroyed. That's in the south. Now we have less targets to defend. there's a chance I'll be able to intercept those bombers that attacked our strong points at 916. It's pretty hard to do though, I'll have to spot them and all. Let me descend. Nah, hang on, look at that. There was a plane there. Where is it? Where is it? Alright, there was a plane, but it's vanished. No, what's that? What's that? There's another. That's a different one. There's 2 planes there. There's 3 planes there. One of them's diving. 2 of them are high. They're moving west. They're moving away from me. They're getting further away. I can only see one now. They're moving down to 916 that just got destroyed. I think they're my guys, and I think they're going to intercept those bombers. Alright, change of plan, I'm going to hit the deck. The bombers will be on the deck. Right about here. Speed 750 plus. There's one. Swear I got something over here. There's a base there. We're still in chasing pixels mode at the moment. There's some shooting from the ground. There's a plane shooting. Let's get to it. They're so far away. There's a bunch of planes there. We got an IL-2. We got another IL-2, and we got a fighter shooting a fighter. I think it's the 109 getting shot at by a There's the IL-2s chasing us as well. Could be pretty dicey. Ah, shit. Well, I'm looking. What's down there? Can't see none. We got something there. I think it's the 109. We got that plane there. can't see anything. I'm going to have to go on the deck again. If this was real life, I'd head back to base right now with the plane so damaged like this. Going back to their base. They're escaping. What's that? I think it's a MiG-3. If it is, no problem, I should be able to get it. If it's a Yak, it's a different story. Enemy strong point here somewhere. Might be able to ambush this guy if I can get there before my engine fails. So yeah, still a challenge to see anything from high up. My engine is going to go soon. Probably running out of fuel too. This guy's not getting too much closer. He's probably close to his full speed. I don't know what happened there, but I would say I got hit by the IL-2s or I got hit by the enemy strong point, because that's some pretty heavy damage right there. That's kind of like what you get from ground fire or from the cannons from IL-2s. So this guy's heading back to his base at full power. I probably won't get there in time. Just go straight through his base at full power, but then I get hit by the AAA. Engine overheat. Ah, give me a break. Turning around. He's getting ready to land. Stay afloat. Ouchie. Well, that was pretty horrible, wasn't it? Let's go again. Taking off from a different airfield now, from the southern one. I usually fly with the player messages off. I might turn them on now so I can see what the other guys are saying if they spot any enemies, since I'm having some trouble finding them. And there's not many on here. 7 versus 8 kind of thing, type thing. You know? Alright. Alright. Alright, where's the runway? Probably straight ahead, let's do it. I could do with a refill for the coffee. And I'm not going to lie, I could do with a piece of cake right now. A piece of cake, like maybe a cake that's got cream in it. So you've got cake and it's got layers of cream in it, like whipped cream with sugar and vanilla and strawberries. Something along those lines. That'd be pretty good right now, wouldn't it? Right, so I got my plane trimmed out to cruise along, more or less. Got to remember to lift the trim back though when I get into a dogfight. I honestly think I got hit by the cannons from those IL-2s, because they were pretty close. My main thing was I wanted to get that, whatever it was, I think it was a MiG-3, off of the tail of that 109, and I think I did it. I think I achieved that. I think I saw the 109 escaping. But yeah, my wings got wrecked by some heavy caliber ammo, probably cannon. Can't stress enough, the new joystick is so smooth. I've basically got my hands off the controls right now. That's probably one of my guys. I've got my hands off the controls, and this is how the plane behaves. So nice, so nice. I can adjust it and just let go, and perfect. Makes a world of difference. The first plane I see, I'm going to head to it. There was a YouTube video. You guys should check out my website. I have a new article there. The website's froggyfrog9000.com, and it's based on. I think that's that same plane. There's a YouTube channel. I think it's called Christian Missionary Bush Pilot, something along those lines. And it's this guy, he flies a Cessna Caravan around New Guinea, Papua New Guinea. and he discovered a crashed Japanese World War II plane. That is on fire. Enemy strong point. I'm a bit too close though. Don't want to get hit by the flak. Don't want to get jumped. He discovered a plane in the jungle from the air. And the crazy thing is, apparently, and I'm going to do this, you can fly in Flight Simulator, in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. And you can go to that spot and you can see the plane there. So I'll definitely do that. Really, I'd like to do an expedition and go and see that plane. You'd have to fight through the jungle quite a bit, but you could do it. Wouldn't that make some interesting YouTube content? Expedition to find a crashed bomber. The thing is that kind of takes the romance out of it a bit is that usually when you look into these that are already known, like unless you're discovering something that no one else has discovered, usually something like that, it's already been known about since the 1960s and people have been to it various decades throughout time since World War II. And there's nothing much there really, or whatever. Or it's there, but when you get there, there's monsoon season and it's under 20 feet of water and stuff like that. So these things are complicated. Be good to go and check it out though. Be crazy. I bet you New Guinea is still full of crashed World War II planes in the jungle that no one's ever seen before. Those regions are so remote. And I'm off course. Let's just change course. And the plane looks to be intact as well. The wings, the fuselage, everything is intact. So I think it made a pretty good emergency landing. Be interesting to know the backstory to it. Yeah, I can see a plane there. It's at the strong point. That's that guy on my team that's attacking the strong point. I'll just leave him to do that. I'm going to go closer to the enemy's airbase. If you do a trip to the jungle like that, it's pretty dangerous. You can't drink the water. There's anything at all, from crocodiles, snakes, spiders, gigantic centipedes, malaria. Anything that a mosquito bites you, you're going to get malaria or dengue fever or Ross River virus or any kind of fever you can imagine. The mozzies will give it to you if you get bit by them. And the locals in the jungle may be surprised to see you. Most of them would be chill. If you're chill, most of them would be chill. So that's a factor as well. What an adventure that would be. There's the enemy airbase. I'm pretty close. I could get shot. There's no planes in the sky there. I'm going to go elsewhere. Enemy train over here. Somewhere. Someone's attacking the ships. Maybe. That's the thing, I can't immediately tell if it's my ships that are getting attacked or the enemy ships. Alright, I see a plane there. That's miles away and it's on fire. Miles away. That's over by the enemy's transport column. Our ship's 420 destroyed. Damn! Mission will end in 30 minutes. We have 2 positions left to defend. If one of them gets destroyed, the mission will end in 5 minutes. So basically, whenever the next position of ours gets destroyed, the mission has 5 minutes left. Enemy train down there somewhere. My train over there. No planes in the sky. I think this is one of my favourite maps, but obviously when it's more busy than this. One of my most memorable flights, a live stream, I was flying a Bf109E-4 or I was flying a Mackie, and I was trying to make it back to base. I'd been involved in all sorts of adventures, and I just got involved in like one after the other running battles with I-16s, Lag 3s, MiGs I think, and PE2s and Sturmovix. It was like probably 5 or 6 battles in a row, and at the end of it, it was crazy. It was just crazy, and I managed to get back to base. Right, my transport column coming up on the right, just up here. You can see the smokestack of one of the buildings in the village. Seven versus 9, but where the heck are they? Go to the enemy's port. One thing I'm trying to focus on these days is shooting something down in one go, not having to keep on dogfighting it, not having to keep on making passes at it, but just going up to it, shooting it down, and then leaving. Yeah, there's definitely a plane somewhere there. Can't see him. I'm not going to fly to him unless I can actually see him again. Ah, forget about it. The port to my left. There's a plane. Let's bring it around, let's stay low. Can't see him anymore. Yeah, we got flak, and now I see a plane. He's shooting at my ships that have already been destroyed. Let's ambush him, let's shoot him down in one go. What is he? Is that a Bf109? That's a yak. Yeah. Did I kill him? Yep, I did. Someone says thanks. I didn't know that that dude was on his tail. Oh well, good. That was basically a case of full power, full guns and ammo in one pass only. I was literally 100% power when I got up to him. And I went all guns and all cannon, everything, and tried to just keep on painting the target as I got closer and closer and closer. There's another plane over there. I'll stay at this field of view, I think, and I'll just, unless he disappears, and I'll just get closer and closer. I need to zoom in though to see what he is. Probably a 109. Yeah, it's 109. Where's he going? One tip, notice how I'm not flying directly behind him. I've identified him as one of my guys. If I fly directly behind him at some point, and I've noticed this myself, he'll look back and he'll see a plane on his 6, and he'll freak out and start manoeuvring, going full power, everything. And then he'll realise that it was one of his own guys. But if you fly alongside him, they go, ah, there's a plane there alongside me. Ah, it's one of my guys. So that's a big difference. Never ever sneak up on one of your own guys. As soon as you've identified him, if you're going to fly near him, fly alongside him. What's he up to? Ah, he's found something. Enemy column on our left. Our truck's on our right. I don't know what that plane is yet. Round will finish in 20. So there's my friend there. There's the unidentified plane up ahead. What could he be? It's a yak. We'd better get him. I'll let my guy have a first shot at him, I think. Unless I get there first. We got a plane dead ahead as well. Far away on the deck. There's 2 of them there. We better finish off this yak quick before we get there. Coming to a head in the last 20 minutes. Once our targets are destroyed, we got 5 minutes left, remember. Right now that yak is aware that the other guy's on his tail, I would say. He's shooting at him, he's hit him. He's hit him, those are good hits. The wing's off. That's got him. Alright, now for the next ones. Right here, right here. 3 planes in the sky. An IL-2 and 2 fighters. Probably go for the fighters first, or maybe the IL-2. Probably the fighters, I would say. And then if I can find the IL-2 later on. Who's who? Hit him. I hit him, he's gone. Yes. Now let's go and get that IL-2. He would have been going east along the train line. There's the train line. I've got another IL-2 up ahead, and obviously I'm being chased and shot at. Maneuvering, his buddies told him watch out. Round will finish in 15. Coast is clear. I haven't got much fuel left. I've got a quarter fuel left. No, I've got half fuel left. Stay cool, frog, stay cool. Half fuel. 200 litres. It's not bad, except I've got this bloody leak. Got a fuel leak in that end, in that wing. Probably the other one too. Time to head for base. Another plane there, what could it be? Over by my transport column. I reckon that's, oh, there's two planes there. Do I have any cannon? Yeah, I got a bit of cannon and a bit of everything else. One of them's got his lights on. I'm just going to have one shot at these and then go to the nearest base. Two planes there, one with his lights on. One of them's high, one of them's low. What would you do in a situation like this? You want to identify what you're looking at. Failing that, just go and attack. guy's got a damage, a smoke trail, and he's got his lights on. I think he's heading back to base. Round will finish in 10 minutes. Right, what about the other one though? Let me just... Oh, I got attacked. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Probably time to bail out, eh? I always leave it too late. I should have just returned to base. Suddenly there's a P40, a Yak, and a 109. So the 109's on the tail of the Yak. Then there's another Yak, and then there's a P40 chasing him. So how's this going to end? Yeah, I think the 109 just got shot down. Unsurprisingly, that's 3 versus 2. 3 versus 1. I got noticed because I pulled up. If I had have kept my nose on the deck, it would have been that they didn't notice me, or it was harder for them to keep track of me. So pulling up is risky. It's always risky. It's not a bad result, eh? 2 planes, 1 assist. If you had a wingman, you'd be almost unstoppable in small encounters. Yeah, I kind of get the notion of that from just that thing there. There was a bit of teamwork going on there, and because yeah, that was pretty effective. What the Red Baron meant when he said fire only at close range. I've tried to analyze all of my flights, and I noticed that it's much better if you can just knock them out in one go and then get out of there, especially as a solo fighter, because once you fire, everyone sees the tracer. So if you can just hit them, shoot them down in one pass and then go, you can move on to a different area, and that's the most stealthy way to do it. 7 minutes. May as well continue. I'll just go 110 degrees back to the transport and see if I can pick up those 2 Yaks and that P40. Oh no, I took off from the wrong airfield. I wanted to take off from the one that I landed at. Alright, let's head back to the train. Back to the train. The other thing about combat efficiency is I reckon that the big tallies achieved by the aces, a lot of those were basically one-off boom and zooms. See the enemy before they see you, be above them, dive down on them, blast the crap out of them. Obviously the aces have accurate shooting, and then they just zoom up again and they're gone. And in that way they could rack up 100, 150, 200, 250, 300 kills, because their risk profile was managed so well. If you get down in the weeds, you get down in the nitty gritty and you end up in a turn fight. I mean, yeah, the aces are going to have superior skill, but then even that, their risk profile is so high. They can get jumped and blah blah blah. Sometimes it's unavoidable, I'd say, but you want to avoid it where you can. And the good thing about boom and zoom in real life is that it doesn't necessarily create too much G-force. A turn fight, especially a prolonged turn fight, you know, who can do 9 Gs for 5-10 minutes at a time? No one can do that. So if you're a boom and zoomer in real life, you just dive down, you shoot, and then you zoom up. You might pull 3 or 4 Gs at the most. You can pull more if you want, but the only kind of Gs you'll need to pull is when you're pulling up. Sure, go ahead and pull 7 Gs for I don't know, 7 seconds or 10 seconds when you're pulling up. It's not really very strenuous on yourself or the aircraft. So now I can see really why a lot of World War II planes had an emphasis on the ability to boom and zoom rather than turn fight. See a yak on my left. They're all far away though. Let's go 90% power. I'll probably get to him and just about to pull the trigger and then the mission will end. What's that? Yeah, that's a yak. Damn it. There goes my guy. Where's? Quick! Up! Ah! Balls that up. Now they're just as far away, but at the other side. Good news is that's a yak right there, and I can probably take him out. One minute to go. Oh, someone's cut my lunch. And there goes the mission. I probably would have got that yak. So there you go. I think, so I've been playing for, according to that, an hour and 10 minutes. I think there was the stream on Combat Box before that though that was fairly abortive. Kicked for high ping twice. I'm going to keep going for another maybe 2 flights on the next one. Alright, we got a Stalingrad map. I can still fly the F4 if I want it. I might fly the G-2. MG150-120 and MG17. So that's a rifle caliber machine gun times 2 up here on top of the engine, on top of the nacelle. And then firing through the propeller BOS, you got a 20mm cannon, a single. So that's what we got there. I can't remember, what's the temperature? 10 degrees, October. So I'm going to put on a skin. Same one, or similar. Shortloff. Finish. 58 victories this guy had. Participated in the Fighter Pilots Revolt in 45 and considered to be one of the most effective leaders. Fighter Pilots Revolt. I bet you that had something to do with the 262. At some point it was becoming obvious that they needed a better fighter plane like a 262 or something. And they had a conference, like an emergency fighter program conference. And it was a bit of a farce though, because the one thing they needed to talk about was the ME-262. And Göring said, alright, all of you like 300 generals of the Luftwaffe or whatever, these guys were like 25 years old and they were generals. We're all going to get together in one room and discuss the emergency fighter, but the one thing that you can't do is you can't discuss the ME-262. So it was kind of a ridiculous conference. Göring completely destroyed it. Oops, I'm going to have to start the engine again. Fighter Pilots Revolt. Sorry guys, I'll get this engine started soon enough. And I'll do 1 or 2 flights in this. 2 versus 3 so far. Alright, now we're starting the engine. And I know it's really hard, but in those passes, try and hit the enemy in the engine or in the cockpit or on the tail, on the rudder and the elevator. Hard to do, but if you can actually do that, you can just shoot them down easy. Alright, kind of on track now. So this plane's a G2, not quite as durable engine as the F4. Or the G4 for that. Probably a little bit lighter than the 4 series, so more manoeuvrable for combat. I think the G2 is a boom and zoom type aircraft. Like very much so. Good at climbing and so on. A very slippery wing that produces some good lift for climbing. Where to go, that's the question. 2 versus 5. Plane over there. Oh, I head to my airfield and the enemy train. Gotta watch out for ground fire near all these enemy. There's a cluster of enemy positions. I can see my airfield coming. Train on the left. Enemy train on the left. And as predicted, that's a 109 up there. Here's my airfield. This will come under attack soon. Well, maybe. There's so many targets and not many players. Might be the best thing to do to climb up. Somebody destroyed a flak 38. Where could that be? I'm gonna climb and I'm gonna go north. Oh, I see shooting off in the distance. There's the enemy train, but the shooting was beyond that, over on that island. Definitely see the train there. It's moving. Ah, the train's under attack. Alright, the train is under attack. What's on that island on the map? Nothing. Further on there's the enemy artillery. Who's faster, me or the train? I think I am. Choo choo. What I'm doing here is probably only a good thing to do unless you're going to go really high. So I better keep climbing. Oh, my position is under attack. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, there's a bomb gone off. I see a plane. I see a plane. I see a plane. What is that? What is that? What is that? What the freak is that? That's a 109. What's it chasing me for? This way, brother. This way. Look, there's two of them. I'm at 100% power here. Alright, I see one. I lost it for so long, but I've got it now. What is that? What is that? It's a P40, for goodness sake. That's a P40. Whoa. I'm struggling to keep track of them. Alright, I got one. There's the other. Well, it's crashed as well. The other one just crashed out. What do you make of it? Also, was I awarded for that kill? No, I wasn't. What was the point of shooting him there? having the trim folder ambush. Did someone just... Oh shit. This plane is out of control. I haven't got time to see who shot at me or anything like that. Back. You'll see the windscreen is fogging up with oil. Gonna keep it at the top of continuous mode. I don't think I'm gonna make it. There's an unused airfield halfway. I might be able to make it to that. Yep, with the stabilizer, whatever, horizontal stabilizer, the elevator. You can trim that up and down, and when you're going to do a boom and zoom, it's a really good idea to have it trimmed back a bit so you've got some nose high pressure, which will allow you to pull out a bit easier. Often your enemy pulls up at the last minute, and if you've got that back trim set, you can often catch him. And if you don't, often you'll pull the stick right back, but you won't be able to climb. So pretty important. Whoever got me, that's a pretty good hit. The elevator's not working too well. The engine's been hit as well. Will I make it? I doubt it. We'll see. We'll see. Plane is kind of, if you just leave it to its own devices, it just gets crazy. Keeps on trying to pitch down or pitch up. Something is wrong with the tail. It is damaged. I can still handle it, but not too well. With the plane in this condition, I'm not going to change the flight aerodynamics when I come into land. I'm not going to lower flaps, I'm not going to lower gear, I'm just going to plant it on the runway, and hopefully that'll count as a landing. Because yesterday I tried flying a Yak, I wasn't streaming, I tried flying a Yak 1 back to base, and when I was on final approach, I put down the gear and I put down the flaps, and then I couldn't control the plane after that too well, and I crashed into the ground short of the runway, and it classed as the other guy had shot me down, even though I was about 200 meters from the threshold of my runway. So I think if I had just kept the flaps up, kept the gear up, kept the power on, and then over the runway, pulled the power off, preferably at about 3 feet above the runway, and just waited for a skid landing, that probably would have classed as a landing instead of being shot down. Let's try that in this instance. It's hard to do though, because flaps will slow you down, and doing a flapless landing without gear will slow you down as well. You might overshoot the runway. You're so shot up that you can't really maneuver to slow down. all you've got is modulation of the power, and that's about it. Right there. So far I'm high, so I'm going to have to try and maneuver, but this is pretty crazy. If you maneuver too much in a plane like this, and you just lose control. I've got almost no right rudder. Yeah, and I've got a bit of left rudder. Alright, let's go full left rudder and nose down and aileron to the right to try and slow us down a bit. I've got the power right back. There's a couple of runways there. Kind of a triangular configuration. Speed's way high, way high. We're doing 300. It's not good. It's not good. Speed should be 200. We're too fast. We are too fast. I'm going to have to pull up and go around. Bf109 engine does produce a lot of torque as well, so you need right rudder whenever you got the engine going, especially if you're at low speed. Just gunning the engine at low speed can crash you. Right, this is looking a bit dicey, but a bit better. Just go 30% power, we'll try that. What's our speed? Just under. Still too high. Stuff it. I'll just cut the engine and just try and bring it down. Well, I'm on the airfield, so let's see what result we... Successful landing. Okay, cool. That is encouraging, so that's how you do it. No victories though, even though I smacked a P40 pretty good. I think it might have been hit by flak or something. I don't know. Anyways. By the way, I don't know for sure if I got hit by friendly fire. I'm not really sure. If I did, it would say so. I don't know. I can't really read everything here. I don't think so. Pretty cool plane, huh? Bf109 G-2. 6 versus 5. I should start to use the directional gyro instead of the overlay for finding direction. More authentic. Now I've got to learn how to read the directional gyro. North, 0, southwest. So for some reason east is called 0. Any ideas why? I have no idea. Alright, now we're going east. It's actually easier to steer if you use this. Let me just double check that I'm going north. Yep, good. Alright, from now on I'm probably just going to use the DG instead of the oval. Unless I get sick of it. It is hard to see like this. It's harder to see than the overlay. That's a disadvantage. Jolly good, old chap, jolly good. It occurs to me that I sometimes needlessly swear on the streams. Hey, there's a plane. And I'm still probably gonna spew forth some expletives from time to time. But what I'm going to try and do is replace the actual swear words. Cuss words, some people call them swear words. I'm going to replace the swear words with insults out of the Tintin Adventures of Tintin series, specifically the ones, and there's hundreds of them, the swear words and the insults of Captain Haddock. I have to get a list of them, and every time I'm going to swear, I just got to substitute it with one of those Haddock insults. That's a 110, I believe. Probably go back to the same location. So I'm literally flying a Bf109 and physically using a Bf109 joystick, which is pretty cool. And one thing that I didn't know is that this same model of joystick was also used in many other planes, including the MiG-15. Did you know that? The MiG-15 uses the same model of joystick as in the Bf109. Sure, it'd be slightly different, but the basic kind of look of it is the same. And I think this joystick's used in the FW190 as well, and some other aircraft. So it's used across air forces and across aircraft types and across different, like propeller versus jet, that sort of thing. Very popular layout. That's one. I think the Luftwaffe calls it the KG-12. Don't quote me on that. And the Russians, the Soviets for their MiG-15, they had like the same look, but obviously different terminology for it. In the MiG-15, which is a fighter jet from the 1950s. Pretty cool. Next time I don't own it. Maybe I should. There is a MiG-15 in DCS, but I don't own it, so I can't go and look at the joystick. About to hit the enemy tank, so I've got to get out of here. Airfield at 1225 is under attack. Yeah, you got it. No time to climb for any boom, and so I'm just straight into it. Keep in mind those status messages are always delayed. the enemy could be long gone. This will be the last flight of the stream, FYI. Try and make it a long one, but who knows when it'll end. So here's my airfield coming up. Where's the enemy at? They gone. So I'm flying here in 1080. Previous to this I was flying in 1440, and this is all post spotting update. So what's my conclusion? Is 1080 better than 1440 post update? My conclusion is I don't know. There's a plane. I don't know at this stage. This is bad. This is really bad. I'm getting shot at now. This is bad. This is really bad. Maybe I can use the cloud to hide. It's not very thick. Like this, once you've got a MiG on your tail, it's really tough. He's faster than you, he turns better than you. And on the deck he climbs faster than you do. So you got real limited options. I might have to do just one more flight. That was a dicey take. Alright, my airfield's under attack. Thanks for putting on a good show for us, appreciate it. No worries, my pleasure. So we're doing 400 k's an hour, we're climbing pretty strongly now. What's our rate of climb? Let's have a look. I think it's 2,300 meters per minute. That's pretty crazy, that's a high rate of climb. It's about 6,000 feet per minute. To put it into context, a Cessna does about 500 feet per minute. And this is doing 6,000 feet per minute if I'm reading that gauge correctly, which I think I am. So it's 12 times better at climbing than a Cessna. It's pretty amazing. Time to level out, I think. What are we at? We're at basically 2,000 meters. Still at this altitude, the 109 is not superior to the Yak in performance. You need to be apparently like 4,000 or 5,000 meters. Isn't that a pressure gauge? It's something per minute. U min times 100. It certainly could be, but I think it's the vertical velocity indicator in meters per minute. There's the airfield. Oh, well, man, our side's getting wrecked. Right, so I've just arrived at 4,000 meters, and at this altitude, if I got jumped by a yak, I'd probably be able to give it full power and start climbing, and I'd probably be able to escape from it in the climb. But you can see how high up we are above the ground target. Above a certain altitude, if there's tracer going on beneath you, you can't see it, it doesn't draw. So there's that. So I have artillery here to defend, opposite enemy artillery. I have tanks to defend, and tanks and vehicles to defend, and the air. Now it's gone in favour of my side, 8 versus 5. The numbers have played. So artillery down there somewhere. I think it's on the hill. There's a big hill there. Yeah, there it is. This is Stalingrad you're looking at, and that's a very strategic hill there. It has a name, I can't remember it. It will come under attack from time to time, particularly from IL-2s. Tank column is just to the north of the airfield. The airfield's right there, so the tank column must be right there. I don't see it. Tank column down there somewhere. Oh, there it is, I'm sure. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? No. No, those are trees. Damn it. That's an enemy airfield right there. Better watch out for that. Probably going to start shooting at me soon, give away my position. Oh, a plane. Quick, quick, quick. Hey, where is it? Where is it? I lost it. I lost it. Damn it. There was a plane there. There's a freaking plane there. I can't even see it. There it is. 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 It's a P2. There's tons of planes there. It's banking. Let me just pull up as per my own advice to my own self. So hard to see that plane, bloody hell. I can see a shadow of a P2, and there's the P2 itself. Ideally, you want to wait for him to complete his turn and then come down on him. He's shooting at me. Ah! Bloody track IR. I've lost him completely. Where is he? 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 Nah, I've totally lost him. Ah! You bashy bazooka. Your freshwater swab. Your ectoplasm. Here we go. He's attacking the field. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That's not a PE2, that's an LA5. No, it's a P40. Nah, I just couldn't quite catch. Freaking hell, I've lost them all. All I can see is their shadows. No, that's the actual plane. Go, go. Go, go, go. Accurate shooting. That is some accurate shooting right there. Accurate shooting, yeah. Give me a break. There goes my wheel. Well, it looks like I got shot down by a P40. I should be able to just easily outclimb him. Easily. Oh well. Needed speed. Try and stay airborne. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Why can't I see him? He was right there. Why can't I see him? Why can't I see him? Why can't I see him? Kind of stupid, huh? Where the heck is he? I can see my own shadow on the ground, and I can see, there, look, look, look. Look at that. Let's get him. You bloody track guy. I've lost him again. No, there he is, there he is, there he is, there. Oh! Let's bloody get him. Yeah, got some hit. I'm you reckon you could land like this? G'day Jacques. I got hits on that P40, probably wasn't enough to sink it. Right guys, and that is the end of the stream. So thank you all for joining, and I'm going to be back again, hopefully my time tomorrow early morning, which should equate to European time, maybe 6 p.m, something like that. That's the ambition anyway. I probably won't be able to achieve that, but that's what I'm aiming for. So hope to see you guys next time, and like, share, subscribe, check out my website froggyfrog9000.com, and hope to see you the next flight. Thanks.